Little Wheels with Wondra from Snell Motors on the corner of Madison Avenue and Highway 22 in Mankato. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
We're talking about some changes that are coming to a vehicle that's very popular on the lot there. In fact, we have one of them here in the lot from you guys ourselves. But the new 2017 GMC Sierra has some changes to talk about.
Yeah, I blinked a couple weeks ago, and we pretty much sold out of the 2016s. We got a few of them left, but it was crazy. It just happened all of a sudden, and 2017 started to roll in, which is great. I mean, that's ideally what you want to do. So I just kind of looked to see what are some of the differences. There's not a big body style change, no extreme, complete redo of the truck or anything like that, but there's a few updates, and one of them is really cool, too, at the end here. So the first one's going to be a capless fuel fill. That'll be standard on all Sierra trucks now. And it's something that some vehicles have had for a while, but it's nice, in the wintertime when you have a hard time getting that cap off, or you got to take your gloves off, or, you maybe spill some fuel in that area and you get some fuel on your hands. I know it's not awful manly to talk about not wanting to smell like gasoline, but some of us don't. And with that capless fuel fill, you don't have to worry about taking that cap off at all. Next again is going to be a teen driver mode. That'll be standard. I talked about it a few weeks ago. And basically, if you let somebody else, let's say they're not a teenager anymore, but somebody else drive your vehicle, you can get a report card on that. So distance driven, max speed traveled. You can set an overspeed warning. So if they go over the speed limit, how many times they did that. Stability control, ABS, forward collision alert, how many times those activated. And then the forward collision braking events. So a lot of those things you can get on a report card to see how that driver did. And if you see a pretty ugly report card, it's nice to know. I mean, it's a computer. It's fact. This is what you did. I don't need to be there. I'm always watching.
The math is always right.
That's right. A couple packages. SLT Crew Cab Premium Package. It's been very, very popular for 2016. They just simply added a trailer brake controller. That used to be a free flow option that sometimes was forgotten on vehicles when it was ordered, but very important to a lot of people. It is included now in that. Other one is going to be the SLT All-Terrain Premium Package. That'll be the one with the painted bumpers that you see. That's not a Denali. They finally put some running boards in there, so the assist steps will be included in that package. Denali Ultimate. Before, some of you are driving around that Denali Ultimate with the 5.3-liter. Fantastic engine. They went ahead and eliminated that for 2017, and now the 6.2-liter is the only engine you can get in that Ultimate package. The Elevation Edition Sierra, it before was only in the double cabs and didn't have a ton of equipment. So now what they did is it's a really good looking truck. I mean, painted bumpers, black wheels, and it's really, really inexpensive, which is cool. So now they went ahead and put it in the crew cab option, and they also upgraded you from the Sierra package to the SLE trim as well. So you got a lot of options in that Elevation Edition truck, and it really, really has the looks for sure. Last thing that I was talking about was Denali now gets a low-speed front automatic braking system. Now, some people are familiar with something called adaptive cruise control. And what adaptive cruise control is, it literally adapts to the driver in front of you. If the driver's going 60, you will go 60 if your cruise is set at 60 or above. If the driver is going 50 and your cruise is set at 60, it will adapt to 50. It'll always keep that consistent distance, and you can tell how far you want to follow that person in front of you, so you never have to change your cruise control, or you can never seem to match that speed of that person. You start creeping up on them, and then you try to pass them, and then the person without cruise control, you're just side by side forever because they never set their cruise.
Right.
Maybe I'm the only one that notices.
Nope, you are not. You are not. My question with that was, if I'm going, say, 65, and I set my cruise at 65, and I come up behind a car doing 55, and I slow down to 55, then I move over to the next lane and there's nobody there, does it pick back up to 65 on its own?
Yeah, good question. Yes, it does.
Nice.
It'll get you right back up to 65. You never have to touch the gas or the accelerator the entire way to the Minneapolis and back. I mean,
nice.
It's pretty cool.
I like it.
So the adaptive cruise control, that's a separate system. It's a free flow option. It's available in more and more vehicles. But what I'm talking about is the low-speed front automatic braking. That's not an option in the Denali. It's standard. It's all just part of the package now. And what that's meant to do is automatically brake in a low-speed front-end crash situation. So let's just say that for some reason it's not able to stop the vehicle. It'll significantly reduce the severity of the vehicle. Again, I don't want to relate to the texting and driving and the distracted drivers on the road, but we know that there may be one of you out there. And if that one person's driving a Denali Sierra and they're texting and they're looking down and traffic stops and they're barreling in at 45, 50 miles an hour through St. Peter, the truck will stop and not hit that person in front of you with this system. And it does not have to have that adaptive cruise control. Think of it this way. There's a forward collision alert system built into a lot of these vehicles, and a lot of you have this system now. And what that looks like is when you're driving down the road, there's a camera behind your rear view mirror that finds the vehicle in front of you. It's like a facial recognition for your own camera, but it's a vehicle recognition for this. And once it locks that in, it looks like a little green car shows up in your information center. And that says, hey, found a vehicle. We're watching it for you. In case they do something crazy, we'll take care of it. Now, previous, all it did is it would beep, it would alert you, and then flash a little red light on the windshield, and then you would react to it. Now, if that happened so fast you weren't able to react in time, the vehicle now will actually completely stop your vehicle. It's going to work between speeds of 5 and 37, so it's mainly for low speed, like it says, in-town driving. Some of the vehicles do go up to 50 miles per hour, so keep that in mind. Some people say, whenever you have an option that's great, they say, well, can I turn it off? Yes, you can turn it off. You can also always override the system by simply pressing the gas, so you can do that too. The features available on the Yukon, the Acadia, the Sierra Denali, like I talked about, and the Buick LaCrosse right now. So it's going to be popping up more and more and more and more. And it's an awesome, awesome safety, accident prevention type of thing. It's nice to have airbags. It's nice to have all those things that help you in an accident, but it's even better to stay out of them. So we have the 2017 Sierras here today. We got more of them coming in like literally every single day. So if you want to know what GMC means when they say professional grade, come in, check them out, take it for a drive.
All right, good day for it, too. Before the rain comes in, go for a test drive with Jeff. Get him out of the office. He'd appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Jeff Wondra with us today. Wheels with Wondra from Snell Motors on the corner of Madison Avenue and Highway 22 in Mankato with Minnesota 93.
Only $10